start doing a breakdown of the engine. So where should I start? I'll start with the body of the engine. It's fucking tangled up in wires and tubes and whatever. So to make the body, I don't know if you can tell because it's taped up now, but it used to be more open. But so this part here is a Coke can. You can see the bottom there. I mean, you can make out that they're cans, but yeah, this one's a Coke can. This one's a Pepsi can. I did that just to show which part of the engine's cold and then which part's hot, just so it's clear. They are taped together and glued together, which wasn't the best idea because it could have melted. But I'll get on later in the video on why it hasn't or why it doesn't melt.
Okay, so what did you use for the intake?
For the intake, I took a fan, an EDF fan from a hairdryer. The motor in it's 12 volts, I think it's 12 volts. I'm using a 21 volt battery for it though, but it's fine because I got the what's it called, PWM board from Amazon. I'm gonna put a link for this down below in case if you wanted to make one of these. I'll put all the links to all the stuff I used in the description.
Alright then.
But yeah, that's the board. That's how I control it. Potentiometer for the speed. All of this comes with the board. You just have to know how to wire it. Fuel and ignition. This is one of the new tanks I got. I got a few more. I'll grab some now. This was one of the other tanks I got. I got this one a couple of weeks ago on Amazon as well. I'll put the link for this down below too. This gives you more power because there's more pressure in the can because it's a bigger can, but it doesn't last long at all. A couple minutes of a big flame and then it's gone. So these are more efficient really and they're cheaper. So
yeah.
Then to power the system, like I said, 21 volt drill battery, and the connector I took from the drill as well. You don't need to use this. Like I said before, I used the 9 volt one. I left the connector outside. But yeah, it just slides in, makes a lot of spark, and then it powers the board, and then you can control the speed. So it's pretty easy to wire up. It does say it all. It says it all on the description on Amazon. But if you don't know it, it is pretty simple. And if you make a mistake, it isn't nothing too bad can happen. That's the battery and the connector there. And there's the fuel connector. I got these off Amazon too. So I got them separately. I think you can probably get them in a pack, but I got these separately. So there's an adapter that just clips onto the top of the cans. Lock it in place. That's the adapter. And then the actual valve that we control the amount of fuel with just screws on then. Yeah, I'll screw it on all the way because it takes forever. And that screws on there then, and that's how you get your seal.
Yeah.
There's the fuel line. This is going to be hard to see. I got my flash on here. Yeah, so that thing coming through the middle, that is an old vape that I found somewhere. I decided to rip it apart. That is the fuel injector now.
Don't vape.
Yeah, don't vape. It's not good for you. What that does, it creates a bit of disturbance in the flow of air because this just throws in high speed air, and if you just put a load of high speed air in front of a flame, it just puts it out. So that creates a bit of turbulence, allows the air and fuel to mix, and then that's how you get the big flames.
Yeah.
Then the last part of the engine, ignition. Because the engine doesn't have an onboard sort of, well, like ignition system, like a spark or anything, I just use a lighter. It is easier and it saves me wiring up a proper ignition system. The next engine that I am making currently, that one will have one just to make things a bit nicer and probably safer too.
Did you want to show them apart of the engine?
Yeah, I will actually. That's all for this engine. So we'll go on to a part here for the next engine. I'll give you a little tour of it. It is nowhere near complete yet, and it's still very messy. But if you can guess what part it is, props to you. That's all there. This is probably about half of the next engine. So yeah, big things to come. It's gonna be like twice this. Hopefully more powerful too.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully it works as well. That would be nice.
It just doesn't explode.
Fuck. Yeah, well, that's all for this video. Catch you back in the next one then.
keep this running for another 20 seconds and we have our first warm-up clip. Alright. I'll let you know when.